Mallett from Mallett Buildings. I guess this morning I'd like to talk about a home improvement registered versus a real licensed contractor. In the state of Louisiana, anybody with no experience can take $50, go get a work comp policy, and he can represent himself with a certificate that he's a home improvement registration. What they do is they tell you they're contractors. They're not contractors. They're not licensed contractors by definition of the law. Why? They've never been tested. Obviously, they probably ain't never built nothing, because if they could have built something, they probably would have already passed the test. But they're required to pass the test. You're required to do CEU training each year. There's just a big difference in the two. As a chairman of the State Contractors Board, let me tell you, the people that go get these home improvement registrations are really the big problem. We go before the board every month. And they're taking advantage of people, and they're not telling people. They're being untruthful. They're not licensed contractors. If he tells you that, that's wrong. Now, it's very easy for you to check it out. You just go to the website, the LSLB's website. It's going to pull up the screen. It's going to ask you the name of this contractor. That name, if he's licensed, is going to come up with what he is. Now, a home improvement register is going to say, oh, pull me up. It's going to pull up, but you need to read what his licensure is. His licensure is going to say he's a home improvement registrant. He's not going to be a licensed contractor. If you pull up me, mine's going to say residential licensed contractor and also commercial licensed contractor. Okay? So that's the difference. So don't be fooled when he says, oh, pull me up on the app. You're going to pull up because we keep track of them too, because we have to, because of all the problems we have with home improvement registrants. They are not licensed contractors. And most of them, everything they do is verbally, like this guy, one page, going to build a 25, 30,000 a year. You buy something like that, it's going to take more than one page. Even if you go buy furniture, a car, whatever it is, the agreement's usually more than one page. The problem with these guys is they will not put nothing down in writing. They'll tell you things, like they'll tell you what the wind load is. If it ain't in writing, that ain't worth nothing. It's your word against his. Warranties. Everything needs to be documented in these documents. You know, as far as I'm concerned, home improvement registrants shouldn't be allowed to even operate in the state unless they worked under a licensed contractor. Then possibly you could get quality work, but you're going to now it's not 100%, but the majority of them, they use this as a way to act like they're licensed contractors. So be very careful with that. So always check and make sure that they're registered, or they're on the app. Make sure they're a licensed residential contractor if you really want not to have any trouble. I mean, you may have trouble, and if you have trouble with a licensed contractor, we'll take his license. If he does things to that point, we'll take his license. And we've done it. We don't like to do it, because that's not when we're in the business of putting people out of business. But when a contractor gets to the point to where his ability as a contractor is being questioned, we, the State Contractors Board, have to take that person and get him out because he puts a bad name to contractors. That's what these guys are doing. These little home improvement registers that represent themselves as contractors, and they're giving us a bad name because they don't care. Most of them, this guy's never built a building. I know this guy is. You don't know what he's doing. But he's out there selling buildings. There's several of them like that. And if you ever want to know who they are, give me a call. I'm not going to talk about it. But if you want to know, give me a call. I'll tell you who these guys are. I'll tell you what they're doing. I'll tell you how ineffective they are in building a building. They're how unprofessional, the whole 9 yards. But anyway, give us a call, 337-214-0428, or call me on my cell number, 337-515-2154. And remember, call me for a bid. And then be sure you get your whoever else bidding to sign off on this document. Remember? Make him initial of it. This is, when I did this, I'm going to show you one more time. He said, he was the same as a Mallett quality building. Everything you see in X's was not in his building. Make him sign, initial everything when he sells your building. Make him sign. Commit, make him commit to what he's really doing instead of just telling you, and it becomes a verbal deal, which it's your word against his word. And it's going to be hard to take legal action if that occurs. So once again, give us a call, 337-515-2154. Have a good day. Talk to you this afternoon.